They say a recipe has no soul, but as the cook, you must bring the soul to the recipe. For generations, the soul of Caribbean food was thought to be a simple tale of sun, sea, and spice. A story told in jerk chicken, rice and peas, and rum punch. But what if the story we've been told is only a single chapter in a much larger, more profound book? What if the true soul of Caribbean cuisine lies buried, waiting to be rediscovered? This isn't just about food. It's a journey into the heart of resilience. A quest to uncover the forgotten ingredients and hidden histories that have quietly shaped the flavors of the islands. It's about reclaiming a narrative, one plate at a time, and discovering the powerful stories of survival and ingenuity simmering just beneath the surface. Our journey begins not in a bustling resort kitchen, but in the quiet, fertile soils of the islands, where the story of Caribbean food truly took root. Long before the arrival of colonial ships, the indigenous peoples, the Tano, the Kalinago, the Arawakwa, masters of their environment, they cultivated crops that are now staples, yet their foundational role is often overlooked. Think of cassava, the versatile root transformed into bread and farina, a testament to their culinary genius. Consider the sweet potato, the yams, and the corn that formed the backbone of their diet. They perfected the art of barbecuing, a word derived from the Taino barbacoa, a method of slow-cooking meat over a wooden frame. These were not just meals. They were sustainable practices, a deep conversation between the people and the land. To taste these ingredients is to connect with a pre-colonial world, a vibrant civilization whose culinary legacy endures in the very DNA of Caribbean cooking. This is the first layer of our hidden history, a foundation of indigenous knowledge that everything else was built upon. The arrival of European colonizers and the horrific chapter of the transatlantic slave trade irrevocably altered the Caribbean landscape and its kitchen. African peoples, forcibly brought to the islands, carried with them not just unimaginable pain, but also a wealth of agricultural knowledge and culinary traditions. In the face of brutal oppression, the kitchen became a sanctuary, a place of quiet rebellion and cultural preservation. They planted the seeds of their homeland in secret gardens. Okra, black-eyed peas, and taro, known on the islands as dasheen. They ingeniously transformed the scraps and leftovers discarded by their enslavers into dishes bursting with flavor and soul. From this crucible of survival came cornerstones of Caribbean cuisine. The concept of one-pot meals, like the hearty stews and kalelu, was a practical and communal way of cooking that maximized scarce resources. They introduced spices and cooking techniques that infused the region's food with a depth and complexity it had never known. This is a story of alchemy, of turning scarcity into abundance, and of preserving a cultural heartbeat against all odds. The story doesn't end there. Following the abolition of slavery, waves of indentured laborers, primarily from India and China, arrived, bringing another layer of flavor to the ever-evolving Caribbean palate. Indian immigrants introduced curry, a concept that the islands embraced and made uniquely their own, creating milder, fruitier versions that are now synonymous with Caribbean cuisine. Roti, the soft, flaky flatbread, became the perfect vessel for these rich curries, a culinary marriage that is now a staple from Trinidad to Guyana. Chinese laborers brought their own techniques, like stir-frying, and ingredients such as soy sauce and pak choy, which were quickly integrated into local cooking. This fusion wasn't just a mixing of ingredients, it was a dialogue between cultures, a shared experience of labor and life on the plantations that found expression on the dinner plate. The result is a culinary tapestry of incredible richness, where a single meal can tell a story of global migration and adaptation. Today, a new generation of chefs, historians, and home cooks are becoming culinary archaeologists, digging deep to reclaim these forgotten narratives. They are foraging for native plants, reviving ancestral farming techniques, and poring over historical records to piece together the true story of their food. This is more than just a culinary trend. It is a powerful movement of cultural reclamation. It's about honoring the Taino by celebrating cassava, acknowledging the genius of the enslaved Africans by mastering the one-pot stew, and respecting the contributions of Indian and Chinese laborers with every bite of curry and roti. It's about understanding that every dish has a lineage, every flavor has a history, and every meal is an opportunity to connect with the past. This journey into the Caribbean's hidden food history shows us that food is never just food. It is memory. It is identity. It is survival. It is a story of how a people, faced with the unimaginable, not only survived, but created something vibrant, complex, and beautiful. A testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to find a way not just to live, but to flourish, leaving behind a legacy that continues to nourish the world. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this little trip around the world, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing facts. Thanks for watching.